Hello, my name is Mark Walsh from Integration Training and the Embodied Facilitator course. This is a video on leadership shadow. So this has been something I've really struggled with personally over the 8 years of running my businesses. I've seen it really, both studying kind of things before my time and in my time, really seen it undermine a lot of leaders. So this notion of shadow is that which we repress and deny and often project as a result. That which we don't want to acknowledge ourselves, so we push away. So my experience is as one's kind of fame or money or power, these things are all potentially very seductive, and as these grows, it can really feed the shadow. Also, what you've got is people will be attracted to you as a teacher based on their shadow, and will also give you abuse based on their shadow. That's the way it works. So if you're, say, a yoga teacher, if you're working with kids, I used to work a lot with kids, and you see the same sort of things, yeah, same sort of processes at play. It's pretty dangerous for everyone. It can really just massively boost the ego. You see leaders surrounded by people that kind of buying into their stories. You'll also see, I'll get criticised online a lot. That's partly because I'm very provocative and have certain views that people disagree with. And it's also that people are projecting onto me. So I tend to be quite a fierce character, for example. And, in British culture, that's quite frowned upon. So it's quite common for people to either idealise me, that's what we call golden shadow, and be, wow, you're so amazing, I could never be like you. And that could also, with young women, come with a kind of sexual aspect as well. Which again, like any guy, there's a temptation to believe that, to take that personally, to say, oh, that's about me, these people really adore me, and not even the shadow aspect or the work itself, right? So if you're doing anything of any quality, whether it's meditation or yoga, or in my case, embodiment teaching, yoga teaching, whatever, people are going to love the work, and they'll get transformative work, they'll get transformation, personal growth from that work, assuming you're doing it relatively competently, and then they'll make that about you, they'll take that personally, and it's really important that you don't buy into that. So yes, receive the appreciation, it's nice to be appreciated, but also to not take even the positive feedback that it's about you. It's not about me, it's not about you as a teacher, it's about the work, yeah? So the adulation, the shadow stuff, and then of course the other side of that, the dark shadow, is the abuse. It's people throwing stuff they can't handle in themselves at you. If you are doing anything leading edge, anything slightly controversial, just having an opinion, you'll definitely get that. But being out there at all in the world, I think, the internet with F-list celebrity status even, you will get an element of that shadow. So what do you do about this as a leader? Well, I think therapy is massively important. I do therapy weekly on my own issues, and we're often talking about money, sex, power. So these are three of the things that can get offered or thrown at you or made more accessible with growth in whatever field you're in, with more success. So with success comes this necessity for greater handling of those temptations, would be the kind of old-fashioned word, wouldn't it? An ethical code, and one that you didn't make up yourself. So I'm a Buddhist, I subscribe to a Theravada and 5 precepts. There's a set of traditions around that. So that gives me a structure that is really solid, and I can't sort of bullshit my way out of, because it's that ethical structure. Some people, it's like a professional code of ethics, yeah? With yoga teachers, for example, that might not be there. The next one is a community that will keep you in place. So different aspects of that. I find family are very good for telling me when I'm being a wanker. Also certain colleagues who I respect and I keep around, to have very different shadows, and they're able to tell me, no, this is not okay. That's absolutely important. Also, I design it into the structure of what I do. Like, we have a big trainer course, and the traditional model is you have one guru, and we decided that was basically unhealthy. I didn't want to be that unhealthy guy. So we did as co-trainers with 2 trainers in Russia and England, with 2 very different people, me and one other person, and they have veto power over any decision. So that structure in and of itself will reduce some of these aspects. So it's the personal therapy, the code of ethics, the community, and the sort of structures one builds as a kind of checks and balances to hold that in place. And even then it's really difficult. Even then it is genuinely something I struggle with. So, if you're a life coach or a yoga teacher or any kind of person that's gaining some status, gaining some the kind of success in the world, particularly if you're doing that personal growth process where this transference and counter-transference, kind of therapeutic terms, happens even more, and you've got to really watch out for this. And I know for me, I've made mistakes, I've struggled with it, and just having it as a really ongoing awareness practice is helpful. So I hope this helps someone else. I also talk to mentors to avoid some of the mistakes they've made. And shadow, it's not something you'll get at just through doing the meditation or the yoga. It's something else. It takes attention if you're not going to cause a lot of harm in the world.